Well, fine. Good morning, y'all. This is Patricia, and I'm traveling for history. I'm in Guilford, Vermont today, and this cemetery we're in is the Christ Church Cemetery, named for the church right there. You can watch my other video on that. It's on the National Register of Historic Places. So we're going to walk a little bit of this cemetery and see what we can see. And this, I am willing to bet, is where the lawnmower and weed whackers and things like that are stored. I don't think this is actually a crypt, because it says right there, oh, I take that back, it is a crypt. Estabrook, 1830-1899. My apologies. I thought it had said established from the car. And then over here, I can only see that it's apparently someone lived to see 79 years. And then over here, there's another name. Someone lived to see 60 or 69 years. Maybe you can help me out by trying to read that. Charles. I think maybe it's Charles Estabrook. Huh. Well, we can see it has a padlock nowadays. I'm guessing because people could get in there. I noticed this cross right here too. I don't see too many of these here in Vermont, because they won't last here. This is a wooden cross. Harry Edward LeBlanc Sr., September 13th, 1969 to June 4th, 2020. Wow. That makes him 50. 50 when he died. That's young. I know, if you're younger watching this, you're thinking, young? What are you smoking, Patricia? Well, it depends on your perspective, doesn't it now? It says, beloved father, husband, son. It has some interesting trinkets. This one, it's funny, I see these kinds of things more frequently than you might imagine. Twisted tea. That's an alcoholic beverage, folks, in case you didn't know that. Let's see if I can get that without the sun. Without my shadow in it. And it has this up here, this flower basket. Quite nice. Does go up the hill there. It's kind of funny. The way the road is, this road and then this one that comes off, branches off, kind of reminds me of the way some churches are designed, with a crucifix style. And this definitely reminds me of that. I wonder if that were deliberate. Ooh, I have to say, I do love these vignettes, if you will, on a headstone. You see that? We have we have a stag and a deer. We have a boat, a rowboat, and a log cabin back there. I've seen something like that in other cemeteries. We can see he was a veteran. In fact, here's his bronze plaque here, which had been provided by the military. George H. Buckley, FN, U.S. Navy, Korea. Huh. Anybody know what FN stands for? October 15, 1930 to June 8, 1992. FN. Huh. I just don't know. But I do know one thing from the time I have filmed, is how much my viewers know. So if someone would like to chime in. I wonder if that's firemen. Huh. So just so you know, when I'll be looking up information on this cemetery in hopes to have that for you to read on my website, travelingforhistory.com. Hopefully I can find something. But I see a bronze plaque with a flag, and I'm kind of curious what it says. Don't know if I've seen this style before. Union Defender, so definitely the American Civil War. Over here it says 1861, 1865, of course the American Eagle in the center. Let's see, can I get a close-up? Let's see who this belongs to. I think this says William. It does, William H. William H. Tyler, 1839 to 1919, Company B, 16th Vermont Volunteers. Belle E. Newcomb, his wife, 1861-1944. And this is an obelisk style monument. An obelisk is the Egyptian symbol for everlasting life. I don't see any name. Is there a name on this side? Well, I think there is, actually, but there's no way I can read that. But if you figure out by enlarging the picture, please let me know. There's another Tyler on this side with his wife, Mary B. But that's all I can read. And S. Maria Tyler, born February 12, 1861, died March 31, 1911. Perpetual care. You see that down there? Perpetual care means that they paid for their monument to be cared for in perpetuity. But the thing with perpetual care is that you pay a lot of money for that typically, and it's meaningless gibberish. Once a cemetery is essentially abandoned, I'm not saying this one is, but when a cemetery is abandoned or the church no longer exists as a church, like the Christ Church right here is no longer actually a church, although it was not deconsecrated, so it's technically still a church. But the perpetual care just means nothing. I mean, they're likely to cut the grass, which they do here, but caring for headstones and all that is an expensive proposition. So there's that. So if you have an opportunity to pay for perpetual care, I would say, oh, don't. Save your money. I will say, of the cemeteries I regularly visit, this one appears to be in good condition. I can see there's a marble one way over there. I think you can see it now. That one right there appears to have been repaired, which is wonderful to see. Alrighty, well, this is Patricia, and I'm traveling for history. Thanks so much for coming along with me today as I spent a little time here in the Christ Church Cemetery here in Guilford, Vermont. Until I see you again, I hope you have a fabulous day and enjoy some sunshine as I am. All right. See you now. Bye.